So we're doing the Squawking 7 top favorite fear moments. Your favorite moment, what part do you like to watch over and over again? What made you stand up and cheer on Fear the Walking Dead? You know what? You could be here and be part of this recording right now and be putting your answers in the comments with us that we could read out right now if you were here. And it's so easy to do. Dave, how do they do that?
You do that by heading over to either ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. You don't have to buy us a coffee or join a membership tier. Just follow for free because that's where we post our recording schedules. We don't post them on social media.
Number 5.
Oh, okay.
Number 5.
Let's just say this. What is the line from Morgan at the end of the Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 premiere?
Morgan Jones is dead. And you were dealing with somebody else now.
Oh yeah,
and I'll tell you why. It's not even as much. It's not even as much the line. It's all the faces of Colby Minifie. As that whole scene unfolds, she goes from so many different faces, like confident, laughing to herself, and all of a sudden realizing the horror in what she might have possibly wrought. And
when
then
she finds Emil's head.
Morgan's line is almost like the icing on the cake at that point because of Colby. It's meant to be the thing, but
Morgan Jones is dead. You dealing with somebody else now. Except she wasn't really. It's the same old Morgan.
So much promise.
It was Morgan. It was still him. Okay, so my number 5. You'll be surprised that this is so high on my list. Low on my. I don't know.
Just low.
Take it however you want to. Okay, I'm realizing a lot of my picks are like how I reacted to them emotionally, right? Like how they made me feel. I went through the Rolodex of my brain and I picked out moments that I reacted the most to. Madison's death.
Season 4, episode 8. Yeah.
I remember being so happy. I was so excited. I was so happy that she was finally gone and I didn't have to deal with this character anymore. Wow. I was just elated.
So this is where the controversy comes in? Is this what this is it mostly? Oh, it keeps going. All right.
Okay, you know those memes with the chick who's like doing all the calculations and everything? Like that's me watching this episode, right? And I'm like, okay, even though we didn't see her body, like there's no way she got out for weeks afterwards. We make sure? I'm like, no. I'm like, I really want to see her dead body just so I have this confirmation. But at the same time, I kept replaying that scene and watching it over and over again in my head. And I'm like, there's no way she got out. There's no way she survives. She's got to be dead. And I was so happy.
I feel like we need to make a disclaimer. Like, it feels that way. This is what
No, I know that, but I can't even put into words how much I despise Madison as a character.
The way I came into the show and watched it, I didn't really have any kind of attachment to Madison because I started with Laura and then watched through the rest of season 4 and then went back and watched the beginning and watched it there. I didn't really have any feeling except I recognized her as Cassidy from Lost, and that was Sawyer's ex-girlfriend who played the long con on him. And so I
that'll taint your opinion.
hated her.
I would just want to go on record by saying I was pretty sad about Madison leaving the show. The way that she went off the show became so similar to Rachel, you fearing her coming back. My brain kept on thinking of ways she could come back, and it became a running joke throughout season 5, basically. What if this was Madison? What if that was Madison?
Everyone became Madison for a while. Yeah,
exactly. Everyone was Madison.
It's the Scooby-Doo moment.
What if the CRM was Madison?
Right. The Scooby-Doo moment.
What if the CRM pilot is Madison?
What if Raleigh is Madison? It's like, oh my God, that would make so much sense. She's so bitter.
What if Teddy is Madison?
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
But like in John Glover's voice. Yeah. I can see that though, can't you?
Mother.
What if Madison is mother?
It'd be Rachel's
that
preference.
Was Madison's body in the...
Ooh, guys, awkward.
There's my dead body. Confirmation. I'm happy.
My number 5 is the dam explosion.
So season 3, episode 16?
The dam explosion. You're no Will Livingston.
Dam explosion.
Oh, it's called Sleigh Ride. That had a lot of cool moments too. So the actual dam exploding.
About moments, Dave. We're not talking about episodes. So yeah, the actual dam explosion. Well, not getting the message, Dave.
Moments.
You're talking about episodes. It's moments.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I love the show.
He's like, I gotta analyze episodes. It's all I'm programmed to do.
And before that, when Daniel comes onto the catwalk, and he's holding his face together.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty funny.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, not at
Actually,
all.
this isn't on
Not
my
even.
list.
Thank you.
This isn't on my list, but honorable mention when they do that scene it's in season 6 where
He pulls
he
the thing
pulls
out.
the little denture piece out.
Right.
We talked about this at some point in these lists because I said the fact that I really liked it because it showed that there was continuity, that they had paid attention to the source material.
There was another thing because I noticed a parallel that was really cool. I don't remember what episode it was in the first 3 seasons, but it was an episode where Strand walks up to a car and he pulls the car cover off and he's like, haha, my style and my color. But then in season 5, when they're trying to put the airplane together and he pulls the cover off the airplane and he's like, not my color or my style, just the same way he did the other one. It was a cool little callback.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I love that.
Wow.
The dam explosion was, I mean, it was just a really pivotal moment in that storyline where what was going to happen? How were they going to manage this dam? Because like everyone in Mexico wanted to get it. Like what was the proctors? Like who are these guys? Where did they come from? How are we going to collect and figure out this storyline? Because this doesn't really make all that much sense, but it was like,
just throw them all in the water.
Like, yeah, it was like a pinnacle moment. It was the denouement. No, it wasn't. It was the climax. Denouement.
Denouement?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave. Is so French much?
Remember you said you don't even remember half the things you say? Is this one of them?
This is why. This will be one of them tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to clip and I'm going to read it because it shows up as text on the screen. So before I even play the clip, I see the text on the screen and I'm like, I wonder who said French much.
Oh, it was me.
Oh,
it was you. It was you.
As I did it today
Reading
when I looked at it and
transcript.
it said, poor Sam, more like poor me because I had to watch that haircut. And I was like, I read it and I was like, who said that? That's hilarious.
You should give her a ring.
Me. That's so funny. Yes, this is one of those moments. Denouement. French much, Dave?
Learn your French.
Jed's best moments.
Damn.
Damn.
French much?
Every time you say the damn explosion, it makes me want to laugh.
Right, because she keeps saying it too.
Damn explosion.
That damn explosion.
Damn, it's a moment, Dave. It's the damn explosion. So it's the damn explosion?
The damn explosion.
Plot twist. I'm
damn
actually
explosion.
talking about the episode where Alicia goes, what? Because they were blowing stuff up that too. That's the explosion I'm talking about.
So that would have been damn explosion.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Anyway, I'm done. Moving on.
My number 5 is in 408 when Morgan and June are trapped in the stadium and Alicia has the confrontation with Al. And Al tells her that she would have punched her in the cooch. It's the most random line ever. That's not my favorite part. I'm just bringing this part up. But the first time I realized
you
that
were
was
saying that.
That's my favorite moment when she said she was going to punch her in the cooch.
Punch her in the cooch.
That's called a sushi chop.
I'll keep that in mind.
And le poisson, Dave. French much.
Le poisson. French much? Charity?
I must move on or I will start singing for Little Mermaid. So let's go on.
Okay.
I don't even know anymore.
So when Alicia, she's listened to the tape, the Amina tape, and she goes storming in and she's going to kill June. And Morgan steps in front of June and he says, I stepped aside for your brother. I will not step aside for you. I just love it. And yes, it's a Morgan moment, y'all. I did like Morgan
shook
in the first couple of seasons. And I love that what he's saying is, I let Nick kill Ennis and that ended up killing Nick, and I'm not going to let you do this because it's the cycle. You kill June and then John's going to come after, John may be dying, but he's going to come after you, or somebody's going to come after you, and it just keeps going on and on. And after Nick killed Ennis, he wasn't happy with himself. Like, he didn't feel better for doing it. And he doesn't want Alicia to go through the same pain and suffering that Nick was going through after he killed Ennis. Killing June wasn't going to bring Madison back, especially since June didn't have anything to do with it in the first place. But it wasn't going to bring her mother back. It wasn't going to make her feel better. It was just going to make her more bitter and angrier, and she had more potential than that. And it's not because it's June. I would have loved it. It's because I love that line and how he delivered it and what it meant.
And all like the tendrils, like you said, with the brother, it even has tendrils back to Walking Dead, because there was a moment on The Walking Dead where Morgan looks at Rick, we got to kill them before they kill us. And he's kind of like, what? And Tara's kind of looking at Morgan going, was he always like this, sort of? It's like, didn't the governor kind of just do that before? Didn't he say that?
Well, when they were in the barn with Jared.
Well, that too, yeah. That just piles on too, yeah. So having it come back to Fear and him taking that lesson saying, we can't just keep, it has to stop with us, right?
Well, he says that to Charlie too, because Alicia and Lucy and Strand have attacked the vultures, and they're going to kill, if they catch Charlie, they're going to kill her because they blame her for Madison. So he grabs Charlie, and while they're in the van, Charlie's like, why did you save me? And he's like, because it has to stop somewhere. We can't just keep going round and round and round and round. So I did like Morgan up until, it was season 6.
Was it season 6? I thought it was like season 5.
She didn't like the somebody else now.
Yeah. even though he was the same person.
She stopped liking him when he yelled at June.
It was when he let Dakota wander around the complex free after she just murdered John in cold blood.
Did any of these picks resonate with you? Have you made a list of your own top 7 favorite moments on Fear the Walking Dead? What would you have placed in the spot and why? Tell us in the comments. Or you can go the extra mile and share them in a podcast rating at ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead. And don't miss out on future opportunities to share your thoughts. Follow us on either Ko-fi or Patreon.